go time, it's go time. Hello, world! In this episode, I'm going to rank my top 5 favorite dragons from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. What's your favorite dragon? Do you agree with my list? Leave comments below and we can talk about it. And if you like this video, you might like my other How to Train Your Dragon ranking. I'll leave the link below. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that you did.
He said he was on the verge of a discovery so terrific that he doubted his own sanity. There was a strange look in his eyes, some mystery.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I dig it!
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I want to play a game.
aka Mr. FLIXTER. Here to talk motion pictures.
Mr. FLIXTER.
So, before I get to the ranking, I gotta talk about the dragon classifications. As mentioned in the short film The Book of Dragons, Gobber's ancestor, Burk the Bold, was the first to categorize the dragons. They're grouped into 7 classes based on similar abilities, updated to the current set of classes because things have changed over time. These 7 classes are Stoker, or Boulder, Tracker, Sharp, Title, Mystery, Strike.
Here it is, Book of Dragons. Between these 2 covers are the most incredible creatures you'd ever hope to see.
Whoa, wild! It's now a film critic extraordinaire. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting dragons. There's no better predator than a feline. I even know the secret to taking down the big dragons. Go for the vulnerable bow spots. Why is weighing a dragon easy? They come with scales.
Stoker class. Hot-headed fire breathers. known for their high shot limit and firepower. Some of them are capable of setting themselves or part of their body all on fire. That is sheer nightmare fuel. However, when they become sick or exhausted, they might lose their ability to produce flames. This state can be fatal. Although the fireworm queen's venom or fire comb can reignite their inner flame.
Think that's a good entrance? Get a load of me! Have you it? More demons!
That's really just a nitwit who forgot to fireproof his butt.
Boulder class. Known for their durability, usually they're associated with the earth. They eat rocks, which many of them melt within their stomachs and regurgitate as lava blasts. Although they have small wings compared to their body size, they're able to fly as fast and as high as most other dragons can.
Fire!
Tracker class.
So, this used to be called the Fear class, but for some reason things changed over time, so let's just pretend this is the Rumble one.
We're a lot alike, he and I. We're both protectors. We're both leaders. And you're both hard-headed. Hard-headed, you say? Skull-crushing's more like it. Wait, that's what we'll call you. Skull-crusher.
The newest class of dragons, discovered during the events of Race to the Edge. These are natural-born hunters. They have a highly acute sense of smell and taste that enables them to effortlessly track down anything.
I think this dragon is trying to tell us something. Son, out there! The sea level. Is it rising?
Sharp class.
Your job is to be quicker and lighter.
Oh! I'm really beginning to question your teaching methods.
Vain and prideful. Most of these dragons can fire extremely sharp and poisonous projectiles from their bodies, which can quickly be regenerated. They adore being stroked and generally made a fuss of. They especially love being complimented due to their nature. Title class.
Trust me, you don't want to be anywhere near a cauldron when it fires.
Almost all of these dragons live in the ocean, although some of them have amphibian biology, allowing them to survive on land. Few of these dragons are capable of creating flames, but many can generate electricity. They're generally larger than those other classes. Despite this, they're usually very peaceful ocean dwellers who prefer to be left alone, and when trained, are exceedingly loyal. However, they don't react well to signs of aggression. Would you?
A tidal class dragon can't stay out of the water for very long. If its skin dries all the way out...
Mystery class. Little is known about them due to their stealthy nature. Generally, they're more feared than other classes. They tend to include the most diverse and interesting range of dragons, exhibiting extremely rare, unique traits.
Ah! You brought back a hobgoblin! They're a bad omen. We're cursed.
Strike class. characterized by their extreme speed, high jaw strength, and superior intelligence. Some even possess pinpoint accuracy and unique abilities that allow them to navigate their retrospective environment. It's also worth noting that some dragons have not yet been officially classified, and they may be sorted out in the future. The reasons for this are lack of information. Firstly, it's simply because the dragon is too new, or they only had a few appearances, and one of those is considered mythical. I know, that was a lot of information. Stay with me. There's more.
But before I get to the ranking, here's a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy. Are you tired after a long day of dragon riding? Do you need a pick-me-up? How about W Energy? Not for dragons. Only people.
This video is proudly sponsored by W Energy. Use my code for a 10% discount on their website. Mr. FLIXTER, all capitals, no spaces. In full transparency, I do receive a little commission for every purchase that you make. So by buying their products, you're supporting my channel. Their mission is to provide clean, jitter-free energy drinks. So try one today. Do you want to know more? I'll leave a link below in the description. W Energy. Be better. So, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to talk about a few honorable mentions. The Crimson Gore Gutter.
Gang, meet our latest Burkians.
Boulder class. It's 123 feet long, 30 feet tall, weighs 2,500 pounds, and has a wingspan of 28 feet. Their abilities include blazing antlers, ear-splitting call, metallic moose-like antlers, an axe-shaped tail, and rock-shaped spines.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Hot purple.
Oh, give me a cuddle, Grumpy!
Boulder class. They're 24 feet 6 inches long, 8 feet 11 inches tall, weigh around 5,724 pounds, and have a wingspan of 42 feet 7 inches. Some of their abilities include sleep flying, immense jaw strength that can bite through dragon-proof metal, and a clubbed tail.
Heads up!
Whispering Death. Boulder class. They're about 63 feet 10 inches long, 7 feet 6 inches tall. They weigh about 2,000 pounds, and their wingspan is 17 feet 10 inches. Some of their abilities include tunneling, spine shots, rotating teeth, this vacuum effect when they eat, and immunity to dragon nip. Bow Napper.
Wonder the entire village thinks you're crazy.
Hello? He sees dead Vikings?
Yeah, especially that thing about the...
Guys?
Mystery class. They're 75 feet long, 10 feet tall, weigh about 4,000 pounds, and their wingspan is 125 feet. They have this unique ability to use other dragons' bones as armor, as well as a thundering roar.
It's right behind us, isn't it?
Hobgobbler.
What harm could he do? No injuries? They're all a little shaken, but otherwise healthy. Now, who's hungry?
Stoker/mystery class. These little guys are about 3 feet long, they weigh 55 pounds, and their wingspan is 2.5 feet. Their special abilities include feeding frenzy, multiplying, and covering themselves with their own slobber to slip through tight spots. This little guy is also Gobber's worst nightmare.
Your dream, maybe. Mine's less crowded and more... sanitary.
Red Death.
Alright, bud, we gotta get out of here. Now!
Stoker class. This massive monster is 400 feet long, 99 feet tall, and weighs 22,000 pounds, with a wingspan of 550 feet. Her special abilities include emitting a homing signal to control other dragons, magna-proof skin, and a vacuum-like mouth. Stormcutter. Sharp class. They're about 80 feet long, 31 feet 3 1/4 inches tall, 2,500 pounds, and have a wingspan of 111 feet and 10 inches. Their abilities include exceptional maneuverability and diving, flying sideways, twisting their head around about 180 degrees, and flammable saliva. Night lights. Strike class. These little guys are about 24 feet long, 1,700 pounds, and have a 44-foot wingspan. Their abilities include cloaking via plasma blasts, reflective scales, retractable teeth, EMP blasts, and lightning absorption. And my final honorable mention is the Night Fury. Strike class. They're 28 feet 8 inches long, 5 feet 9 inches tall, and 1,767 pounds. Their wingspan is 50 feet 3 inches long. Their abilities include dive bombing, retractable teeth.
Toothless. I could have sworn you had...
Echolocation, splitting spines to improve aerodynamics, blending in with the night sky, and cloaking with electricity.
But the ultimate prize is the dragon no one's ever seen. We call it the...
Night Fury! Get down!
Well. This is Ursula, the cynical cinephile. If you do not know how to train your dragon, I suggest you hop on the dragon train. Ho ho ho.
So, now I proudly present my top 5 favorite dragons from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise.
I left knowing only one thing, that I never wanted to smooch that dragon again.
At number 5, I have the Terrible Terror.
Meet the Terrible Terror.
Ha! It's like the size of my... Oh, get it off! Oh, I am very much hurt!
Stoker class. These little guys are only 5 feet 11 inches long. They're about 1 foot 5 inches tall, and they only weigh about 20 pounds. Their wingspan is about 6 feet 2 inches. Fun fact, in the original book, Toothless was a terrible terror. So that scene in the original movie when they have that face-off on the cliffside is a nice touch. It's a great reference to the book. These are the 4th smallest dragons after the Fireworm, the Hobgobbler, and the Night Terror. What the Terrible Terror lacks in size, it makes up for in ferocity. They have good peripheral vision, but can also see forward. The fire of a Terrible Terror is so pinpoint accurate, it's the equivalent of being hit by a sniper's bullet. Their eggs are about the size of a full-grown chicken. They're purported to be venomous, but the effects of their venom is not known. They are also shown to be very mischievous, as they like to play with Vikings and other dragons. They often travel in packs and can be quite aggressive and overambitious. They often like to pick on other animals and larger dragons, so it never ends well for them.
Not so fireproof on the inside, are you? There you go.
Impacts. They're capable of doing as much damage as larger dragons can. Terrible terrors are also very curious creatures, and people find them in places you would not usually expect them.
Everything we know about you guys is wrong.
And number 4, the Scaldred. Title class. They're 102 feet 8 inches long, 28 feet 2 inches tall, and weigh about 3,000 pounds with a wingspan of 104 feet 4 inches. They can shoot scalding water, which it can hold in its mouth. It loves blue oleander, the toxic flower that's harmful to dragons. But it's not affected by the toxin, obviously. It also has venom that is the cure for blue oleander. This dragon gets its name by the cauldron-like belly and the scalding water that it shoots. It possesses a large expandable throat, so it can store the water. Scaldrons also possess a pair of flat wings that they use to swim through their aquatic habitat.
Maybe it's waiting for unsuspecting dragon riders to get too close so it can blast them with its scalding hot water. Oh, just lovely.
I think he may be hurt. Let's check it out.
At number 3, the hideous Zippleback.
Now, a wet dragon head can't light its fire. The hideous Zippleback is extra tricky.
Mystery class. They're about 70 feet 10 inches long, 8 feet 1 inch tall, and weigh about 6,036 pounds with a wingspan of 47 feet 4 inches. These dragons are unique for having 2 heads. Each head has a different cause of action.
Whoa,
whoa, wait. We need 2 riders. How am I gonna fly Barf and Belch without you?
One head lets out gas, and the other one ignites it with a spark, causing an explosion. The heads are distinct, with separate thoughts and individual personalities. Therefore, they don't always get along. Like most dragons, the hideous zipplebacks can fly, but their wings are small, so they spend most of their time on the ground. Hideous zipplebacks are solitary, preferring to hunt alone.
What's it doing on land?
Catching some rays?
Taking some alone time?
Lucky dragon.
They're also described as having the best vision among the dragon species. It's possible they conjoined twins. Hideous zipplebacks have 2 hearts and 2 pairs of lungs. This is likely because the upper torso appears to be divided.
Yes! Save your father for the snapping trap!
And number 2 is the Bewilderbeast.
Every nest has its queen, but this is the king of all dragons. This graceful giant built our nest, a safe haven for dragons everywhere. We all live under his care and his command.
Title class. These massive monsters are 647 feet 11 inches long, and they're about 160 feet 5.5 inches tall, weighing over 200,000 pounds, with a wingspan that's 274 feet 3 inches long. A humongous species of dragons, dwarfing nearly all the other species. It has a stocky body with a large head. Its face is fairly flat, with 2 massive tusks and a crown of spikes. Numerous spikes also cover the back and tail. Its wings have regressed into a fin-like structure, so it can no longer fly. This goes for the same for several fins on the tail, and legs as well.
And don't get me started on its devastating ice breath. Its most powerful ability has to be how it got its name, by bewildering and taking control of other dragons. Get it? Bewilderbeast?
We all live under his care and his command. Oh, but the babies, of course. Who listen to no one?
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. My number 1 pick for favorite dragon out of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise is... drum roll, please. The Death Gripper.
These? They're dragon killers, drugged into obedience with their own venom. Not even your precious alpha could control them. They serve me.
Strike class. They're 28 feet long, 2,100 pounds, and have a 32-foot wingspan. These are the scorpion-like dragons. Talk about nightmare fuel. Death Grippers are medium-sized dragons, but they pack a punch. A monstrous species with their protruding tusks, 4-claw pincers, and poisonous clubbed tails. They also have a row of armored plates lining their backs. The tails are telescopic, which means they're capable of being extended or shortened. And they're tipped with a venomous-like scorpion stinger. So there's a lot of reasons why this is my favorite dragon. First of all, they just look awesome. I remember the first time seeing them in the Hidden World movie, I was just blown away by them. I've also had an affinity to scorpions because I'm a Scorpio myself. So that might make me biased, but this is my list and why it's personal to me.
So, Another reason I like the Death Gripper is because not only is it venomous, but it spits venom. As if it wasn't fearsome enough, right? So, this concludes my How to Train Your Dragon ranking episode.
One of the things I love about the dragons in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise is the unique names and the unique looks that they all have. They all look so different. The character designs are phenomenal. And they all have such fun names, too.
Hey, what's the difference between a dragon and a cat? Oh no, what is it? One hoards Twitter, sweeps all day, and tweets humans like ravens. And the other is a dragon. I think not, baby kitty. You are just winging it. No? I'm ready for the two. Ho ho ho.
Do you agree with my list? Did I leave one out? Leave comments below and we can talk about it. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And hit that little notification bell too, so you don't miss out. And remember, my explanations might drag on, but I love the subject. So, until next time.
I'll see you at the movies.
Have a great day. Did you know that I'm a film critic for HorrorBuzz.com? You can read my reviews on their website, and I make frequent appearances on their YouTube channel, HorrorBuzz Live. So I'll leave links below for that too.
I left knowing only one thing, that I never wanted to smooch that dragon again.